I'm here to declare myself an independent candidate.
And maybe even the White House.
I am announcing today my candidacy for the presidency of the United States.
Have you ever wondered if there are the strangest people trying to run in America? Joshua Abraham Norton, a notable and eccentric figure in 19th century San Francisco, was born in England in 1818. He declared himself Emperor Norton I in 1859, also known as Norton I, through a self-appointment to office. Norton had led a colorful life up to that point. He had immigrated to South Africa from England with his family, before eventually settling in California during the gold rush. Though he initially had a successful career in real estate, financial setbacks, including a failed attempt to exploit a demand for rice by purchasing a shipment, led to his bankruptcy in the 1850s. In 1859, Norton announced himself as Norton I, Emperor of the United States, and Protector of Mexico, in an advertisement he placed in the local newspaper, the San Francisco Chronicle. Notably, he had even attempted a legitimate bid for power the year before by running for Congress. Norton issued various decrees and proclamations, expressing opinions on a wide range of matters, including transportation and the dissolution of Congress, following their rejection of him. The people of San Francisco adored him, and many businesses recognized the currency he designed himself, allowing him to lead a comfortable life. Emperor Norton was a revered and beloved figure in the city, known for his popular motivations. He frequently sported a uniform adorned with gold braid and a beaver hat, conducting inspections of the streets and cable cars. According to accounts, he was friends with Samuel Clemens, also known as Mark Twain, who remarked that while Norton had no actual powers, he had done more than most genuine leaders to improve the lives of the common people. During the American Civil War, he stood out as the only American leader advocating for an end to the conflict and the emancipation of slaves. One might consider whether this self-appointed leader was more effective in his role than his democratically elected counterparts. Eugene V. Debs, born in 1855, was a firebrand and historically significant American socialist and labor leader. He was also a 5-time presidential candidate, including running from jail. So, if you thought Donald Trump's legal issues would hinder his White House run, then think again. Debs embarked on his mission in the labor movement as the leader of the American Railway Union, ARU. In 1894, he spearheaded the Pullman strike, which turned violent and resulted in his arrest, further propelling him into radicalism. As a co-founder of the Industrial Workers of the World, IWW, in 1905, better known as the Wobblies, Debs advocated for industrial unionism and equal rights for all workers, irrespective of skill, trade, or race. He believed in the power of solidarity among workers to challenge the capitalist system. Debs initiated his presidential runs as the Socialist Party candidate, repeating this 5 times between 1900 and 1920, focusing on workers' rights, social justice, and pacifism. Although he never clinched the top prize, he successfully introduced his ideas to the American public and integrated them into the global discourse. Arrested for his pacifist resistance to World War I in 1918, by speaking out against the draft, Debs was convicted under the Espionage Act and sentenced to 10 years in prison. While incarcerated in 1920, he won almost 1 million votes, an impressive feat that hints at the possibility of winning the White House from the jailhouse.
While there is a lower class, I am in it. While there is a criminal element, I am of it. While there is a soul in prison, I am not free.
While some may suggest that there have been many rats in the White House, only one rodent has ever made a serious bid for running it, and that is Vermin Love Supreme.
Vermin Supreme will take away your guns and give you better ones.
A performance artist known for wearing a boot as a hat and famously taking a boot to the head. Vermin has run for the White House several times, often, but not always, as a member of the Libertarian Party. His policies have included advocating for research into time travel, providing a free pony for every American, and preparing for the zombie apocalypse. He even believes that zombies can be a source of cheap energy, presumably by putting them on treadmills. While his policies may seem outlandish, in today's world, they might appear less so. He mainly courts the press, disrupts other candidates' events and debates, and perhaps sheds light on the flaws within the American electoral system, where only two candidates with usually very similar policies vie for an increasingly seemingly insignificant vote. Victoria Woodhull could be described as a visionary of the future, ahead of her time. She ran for president in 1872 against Ulysses Grant, half a century before women even gained the right to vote with the 19th Amendment. She managed the first women's brokerage firm, published a magazine advocating for issues such as prostitution, free love, and birth control. She made an attempt to run alongside Frederick Douglass, the abolitionist, who declined her offer. Woodhull promoted ending the death penalty and supported women's suffrage. Although she did not win the race and was imprisoned for distributing obscene materials just before the election, she was a visionary, and most of the things she campaigned for came to pass. Sometimes you have to campaign to be president to get the right to vote for a president at all. If you want to see more exciting content, why don't you subscribe and hit the notification bell for more new videos to come? See you next time.